$55.
Genius Group! Genius Group!
Yeah.
Hello, it's John again with the John's Stocks and Crypto channel today, and I wanted to get into a bunch of stuff today, including, the markets. Powell spoke, gold, silver, bitcoins, all the stocks and everything. Bed Bath & Beyond. I wanted to say something about GNS because that thing it actually came up today. But yeah. But first, my last video I got with the one where I talked about Bed Bath & Beyond and the PP show and all those guys. It got 164 views, 3 subscribers off of that one video. So thanks guys, and everyone who watched that one and liked it and shared it or whatever. My guess is nobody shared it, but a lot of you guys did watch it and like it. So that, awesome. So those likes really do help, I think. Now, I wanted to say something that I probably don't need to say this. I probably shouldn't even go there. But about my Patreon, guys, okay? You guys know I'm trying to build a Patreon for a little bit extra income. My ultimate goal is to do YouTube. Yeah, I am trying to do day trading now and learn as much as I can about that. I've always been a swing trader, and I love buying stocks and holding them sometimes if they're good. And if they continue to reward me, I would like to buy and hold stocks. I've been into stocks since 2000 and probably the year 2000, yeah. And so it's been a while. But yeah, I created the Patreon mainly for people who want to show their support to me, okay? I put a lot of time and effort into this, and I don't feel bad to ask for support. But I also do it for, I put information about GNS on there that no one else was really talking about, I don't think. And we had some insider information. And, that's the plan, is to put the next big winning penny stock on there. But, I wanted to be sure. When I was sure about the last couple stocks that performed well. Troika did really well, but yeah, I know it tanked. A lot of us still made money. But it's for that, but also mainly just for support, okay? So I don't always have time to put stuff out on there. I want to, and I'm going to, and I have certain plans to put certain things out there that are of the utmost importance in pretty short order, okay? But one dude, he commented on one of my videos that he said he's going to leave if I don't do a Patreon video right away. Okay, first of all, guys, I have been a little bit sick. I don't know if you can still tell it all, probably not. But my voice, I've been a little bit sick. I've had a cold, I had a cold Monday, Tuesday. It's Wednesday, and, I'm getting much better today. Maybe I can exercise, hopefully. Yeah, I'm going to try. But I haven't really put hardly anything out the last 2 days, okay? So, second of all, I want to put certain things for the Patreon soon, but I have been busy trying to, basically I've been trying to keep my head above water with keeping my trading account there. If you fall below 25 grand, you're in trouble, okay? And I am just now learning, Thinkorswim for Ameritrade and how to become a better day trader and stuff like that, because I've never really day traded at this level before, okay? Today I took a short position on Brazil because I was thinking oil was going to go down. Oil did go down today, but Brazil, it basically tried to screw me every second of the day. And I had to wait all day, basically just sitting there, wasted the whole entire day just to get out even and not lose any money today. So I'm going through, trying to learn this stuff and become better at it. And maybe I'm trying to take a position and it's not time for it yet, But, so all also I quit my work at 84 Lumber, I quit my job at the thrift store, okay? Goodwill. And then, the job was really getting to me, it was pissing me off. So I went to 84 Lumber. They failed me because I failed the weed test. And I don't even smoke weed, it's because the guys in the car were hotboxing. So they basically screwed me. And I lost that job, so now I'm out of a job, but I'm hot off that win of Genius Group. I made a whole bunch of money on Genius Group. It got my account up there to the status of where it's a trading account and everything. Plus, from Genius Group, I got all the money to get all the bills caught up and everything. But now it's, you know, the situation's really getting dire. If I will, so I have no job right now. I am applying for jobs every day. And guys, you don't understand. You're telling me, oh, I'm not going to be a Patreon anymore. I'm working my ass off. I'm doing the best I can. You know, the only job that said I apply for jobs every day. The only job that said they were going to hire me, Six Flags Darien Lake. And guess what? It's almost winter time. I'm going to be able to work there for about probably 4 weeks, and then I'm going to be out of a job again. So even when I'm working there, I have to be applying for more jobs. You know, this is ridiculous. You know, I'm serious. This is the only place that said they were going to hire me, and it's only for 1 day a week. And I'm busting my ass applying for jobs. I'm calling places and everything. I went for interviews, and these guys say, oh, we're going to hire you, and then they never call you back. So, like, I'm working my ass off, and then I got to deal with these guys. I'm going to quit if you don't make a Patreon video right now. Like, you guys can't believe the amount of stress that I'm under to keep my account as a trading account, keep my head above water, pay all my bills with no job. Every penny I make in there above 25 grand, I've got to probably take it out and pay off my bills. So I can't handle these people that, oh, make a video right now or I'm done. Guys, you don't know how thankful I am to have the Patreons that I do have. We're up to 26 patrons now. That's pretty good. Okay, we have lost some, but we have gained some. After GNS, you know, yeah, I gained a lot from GNS because it was a good trade. After that, they wanted me to come out with something like this. You know, I'm working my ass off applying for jobs. I'm trying to research stocks, read SEC filings as much as I can. So, it's just something that... So, anyways, I'm going to try to move on a little bit. But first, you know, yeah, I'm looking for a job, trying to trade. I'm barely staying alive here with my bills and with getting food and everything. So trying to keep my account up there so I'm above water. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. You know, I'm trying to get, you know, food. I'm out of rice, so I got to take back cans. I got 25 grand, but if it, you know, but I got all this silver. Guys, if I had to sell my silver now, you know how bad that is? With silver prices as low as they are, and they're being manipulated lower over all these years, after year after year after year. They use the paper markets to manipulate the silver. Imagine selling now, how bad that would suck. I actually sold a little bit. I had to. You know that thing that I wore? I had to sell that just to keep my head above water here. You know? And I got to deal with these patrons, you know? Yeah, the majority of the patrons are amazing people. I talk with them sometimes. I talk with a few of them, not a whole lot, to try to get ideas here. And you guys know I have tons of ideas and they're coming, but it all has to do with these interest rates when they're going to lower the rates. And yes, I did watch Powell's speech today, which really is incredibly boring. You don't want to freaking watch that guy any longer than you have to. His tone of voice, his guy is just so boring and horrible to listen to. I mean, he's probably worse than me. So, also guys, I'm trying to sell a bunch of stuff to keep my head above water. Like, for example... Like, I should be selling stuff right now to try to get money for food, try to get rents coming at the end of the month. So, I'm trying to sell this stuff, and I'm making videos when I should be doing other stuff, but I love to make the videos. So, yeah, how can I just move on now? I've got important stuff to talk about, but I just want to say thank you to the Patreons that we do have. I just want to make that absolutely clear. Okay? I hope we don't lose any more, because I do think good things are coming. You know, all the stress and all the problems I'm going through, I'm going to fight you bet your ass I'm going to fight through it, okay? It ain't easy. If I have to, I don't care. I'm going to sell my other computer for $500, $600. You know, my girlfriend left me too, so that computer was basically for her to use. That was my spare. So I can sell that spare computer probably to get the next month's rent. I'm going to do it if I have to, okay? So I'm trying to do all this stuff here to keep my head above water, try to fight to get ahead. And you guys, I want that to be a lesson, that you do not give up. You know, you do not start drinking alcohol if you get depressed. It just means you have to fight harder, okay? So just take that and keep that lesson with you. So, now concerning Evlv and then the other one that I was talking about with the patrons, with Evlv, I think this was planned to go down. When it was up over $7, there were some insiders at the company that sold out. I should have figured that that would cause the stock to drop more than it did because it fell below its trading range, and now it's out of its range. Okay, so now it can actually keep going down. But remember, this is a good quality company. Revenue is increasing. They have a lot. I think they have over $200 million in cash. You know, and they're in a growing, you know, sector. They have a high quality devices that they can scan you for weapons. They're unlike the older technology. You guys know I like Evlv, okay? And the other one too that I'm talking about with the patrons, it appears that after I mentioned it, it is making a bottom now. Okay, so it is likely that it is putting in its floor because it fell a lot, unjustifiably, I think. There were a couple issues that caused it to fall, but all that's going to be taken care of. I think the EBITDA going forward is going to be positive with our special patron stock, and I think that we are going to reverse here very soon. They're both, Evlv and the other one, are both, I think they're both really good buy the dip scenarios, which is, you know, I'm really good at the buy the dip because I'm looking at these two companies and I'm realizing they're both good companies. And I think they're just being manipulated down so that the insiders can get back in. We know that Evlv, the insiders sold up at like $7 or $7.15. That's when they did it, I believe. So also now, so that's a good stock. Please join the Patreon and check that out. Now this a-hole Jerome Powell spoke. I want to. He said he wants to reach he still wants to reach the 2% inflation, which is basically impossible. We just found out the inflation rate was like 3.67, I think, if I remember correctly. He's still claiming they're going to hit 2% inflation. I don't really believe it. But, so when he spoke, he did leave the door, he did not raise rates, but they left the door open for another rate hike, which is exactly what I was figuring what would happen. So yes, they could raise rates again. Rates are remaining elevated. The longer these interest rates remain elevated, the more strain that's going to put on the economy. Now, Powell also said a couple of good things about the economy. All right, you know, the labor market, whatever. I don't believe they're true. The good things that they're putting out about the economy that our government is telling us, I don't believe they're actually as good as they say. They're painting you a rosy picture, and I don't think it's true. The yield curve is inverted. Interest rates are incredibly high. This is not a good time for companies, not really a good time for penny stocks. I do kind of like DraftKings, DKNG. My one buddy is selling covered calls on that, and he's being extremely successful. And, you know, it's a gambling stock. It could do well because if we're entering into a recession, people don't stop gambling no matter what. When people get depressed into a recession, they gamble even more. So DraftKings is going for like $30 right now, I think. So, I mean, I think it's potentially a good play. But just careful on watch these charts, though. It looks like it's rolling over just a little bit. We're going to have to see how this plays out. Everything is weak. Economy is growing. So he says the economy is growing. They're just telling us what we want to hear, telling the market participants what we want to hear. I think to just keep these markets elevated until the last second. I think they're going to keep these markets elevated to get certain institutions out, and then in the last second, the markets are going to drop soon. Okay, I think the markets could be ready for a drop in maybe 2 or 3 months. Okay, maybe 4. And when they drop, they're going to lower the interest rates. They're going to say, oh no, it's so terrible now. So the Federal Reserve, what I'm saying is they're going to change their tune later on. And then we're going to go into more of a recession, and then they're going to say, okay, now we have to lower the interest rates. Or they'll say, we almost hit that 2% inflation, and we're going into recession, so let's lower the rates now. That's what they're going to do. So right now we're seeing gold. We're going to see what's in the next few months. We're going to see pressure on Bitcoin, pressure on the other cryptos, pressure on these stocks, pressure on gold and silver, I believe, okay? But gold and silver could actually go up because of the banking crisis more. Banking crisis could have a bigger problem, and there are more banks that are having problems now. But our Federal Reserve can just bail these banks out as long as they want. So, gold rose up to 1,947. But then it was subdued after Powell's speech, because Powell said we could have more hikes, so it caused gold to go up and then pull back a little bit. Oh no, more rate hikes, let's pull it back, you know. So what else? Silver is at $23.22. Silver, I don't know what to say about silver. I love silver. I've got lots of silver. I have a bunch of silver, okay? I don't want to sell it because my plan is to sell it, you know, when I'm ready to buy a house, okay? Thing is, when this silver skyrockets, other things are actually going to be down. So you'll be able to, you know, get way more purchasing power. That silver will be worth way more, and then other things will be have crashed, have come down, most likely. So Bitcoin is at 27,000. So Bitcoin came down. It went up to like 25.6 or something like that, and then I knew it was going to come down. Well, that's what I was thinking, anyways. So it has come down back again to 27. I believe we're going to see even more pressure on Bitcoin, as well as the other cryptos. So in the next 2, 3, 4 months. So I believe that our opportunity there is coming. Everyone always wants to buy right away. As soon as you get money, you want to buy. I have a lot of cash in my account right now, okay? Because I want to try day trading, but I have a lot of that cash that I'm ready to use for, let's say, all the crypto stocks. Because if Bitcoin really does drop like I think, then we're going to see massive buying opportunity. You don't want to use all of your money right now, in my opinion. This is not financial advice. But I do think we're going to go lower, and we're going to see stocks MARA, HUT, RIOT. There's like 4 or 5 other ones that are going to be good ones to get into, because a lot of these have real revenue. You know, we just need the price of these cryptos to skyrocket, and then these things will go up even more than the price of crypto, percentage-wise. So that's why I'm not looking at buying Bitcoin. I'm looking at buying the stocks. I think it's a way smarter, way more advanced technique, because you're gaining more leverage, and that's, you guys all know that ever since I started my channel, that's what I've been about, is getting the most leverage. You also know that my way of investing is kind of boring, because I believe in waiting for the correct opportunity instead of buying into all these random penny stocks like a lot of you like to do. I used to be like that, okay? Now I've gotten to the point where I don't want to be. I've realized that these penny stocks are bringing my account down. My one buddy, who's the expert, that he was the trader on Wall Street, he says that no real trader would ever have that many junk penny stocks. Okay? All you guys know it's fun to have penny stocks, though, because they could take off. But what I'm saying right now is we need to all be way more selective about our penny stocks. And the other thing you have to realize is, you think you know something about a stock? Don't you think these hedge funds already know if the price is tanking? Don't you think the hedge funds know what's going to happen? Sometimes, yes, like Genius Group, there's secret deals made with the hedge funds where they let the stock go back up. And we knew it because the employees were going to sell and everything, and we saw into the SEC filings the employees were selling, and all those videos are in my Patreon. I have all the insider details about Genius Group. It's a shame Genius Group is over, because it was a wonderful thing that got me like over 20 patrons. And yes, I want to find the next one. But we cannot rush into it, okay? But like I said, Evlv and that other one are both good buy the dip opportunities, in my humble opinion. I do think that there's going to be lots of money to be made in Evlv and then the other one. So, but yeah, the other one seems to be bottoming, but Evlv, it might not be bottoming. It did just have a pretty great rally today, though. And it could be bottoming very soon. So if you want to take an initial position on Evlv and then increase your position later, that's probably what I'm going to recommend. Even though I don't give recommendations, I'm just saying that. This channel is just for entertainment only. But I am personally serious about the stocks and stuff like that. Yeah, so we saw Bitcoin down. I like that. It's following my theory of Bitcoin going lower, okay? The dollar, 105.35 cents. The dollar went up probably because Powell said they're going to leave the door open for more rate hikes. More people are going to want to keep dollars. You can get a really good yield. So the Dow Jones this is like 500 of the biggest U.S. companies. It's down 76 today. The S&P, okay, is down 41, and the NASDAQ is down 209. The NASDAQ is the tech. So yeah, DraftKings down just a cent. VFC, this one is at $17.87, and I do think this one is a greater than 50% chance that it'll have a reversal and go back up. Okay? So I kind of like VFC right now. I believe it does pay a dividend. They got a good revenue and everything. And VFC, I think that's a good one to trade because it's in the, you know, $15 to $30 level. And I did actually do some trades on VFC, and I was successful. But I didn't make a whole lot of money. But, you know, I just traded it for pennies here and there just so I can get used to the system because I have never had this system before. Think or swim. Okay. You know, if I was going to lie to you guys and try to get extra followers and more money, I'd be like, you know, guys, I've been an expert day trader. I have $100,000. You know, you guys know I'm honest guy, and I think that's going to help me in the long run, because when you see an honest guy actually become successful and find out I was being honest the whole time, it's just going to gain so much more trust, and it's going to work out better for me in the long run. So GME, $17.52. I'm thinking that GME is kind of forming a good base here at this level, and if we hold this level here, it's kind of bouncing around just a little bit now. You can't even short this thing. Because I saw, like, I was just looking at GME. I'm like, let's look at this. I'm like, oh, okay, here's a little short opportunity. I'll try to short it. I couldn't even short it. If I could have, I would have made money there at that point. But yeah, they wouldn't even let me short it because I don't think there's any shares to borrow. So what's that tell you if a stock? Well, I think it's already shortable, but it's already like over 20% shorted, and it can't short it anymore. So it's like, really? So if this thing starts to run, those shorts will all probably get out and buy, and it could cause a real short squeeze in GME again. So GME could actually have another short squeeze. I bought GME, okay? I didn't buy a lot, but I'm thinking about adding more to my, I only bought like 20 shares, guys, okay? But I'm thinking about maybe adding 40 more. All right, if you want to learn more about GME, look up this guy Marantz Rantz, M-A-R-A-N-T-Z, R-A-N-T-Z. This guy is a pretty smart, knowledgeable guy, okay? I actually watch Marantz Rantz. I think he's good. I actually watch the Bbbyq show. I don't think the Bbbyq show is good. I think they're entertaining, okay? The Bbbyq show is that show where they're trying to get everybody to buy Bed Bath & Beyond, and then they say, I have all my life savings is in Bed Bath & Beyond, and all my wife's money is in it too. And these guys are just, they're investing, like these guys, there's something in these guys' heads. I don't know what it is, but some people, they're just like extremely high risk mentality. And I just want to caution you against that. These guys have the mentality that's incorrect for investing. You know, all the Bed Bath & Beyond owners, what you should do, not all, you know, whatever you want, but is sell your shares of Bed Bath & Beyond and buy them back if it starts going up. Why would you hold it when it's just going flat? Wait till it starts to move. This is what more smart, sophisticated investors do. If something's not paying them off right away, right money, they don't want to own it, you know? If you're not making dividends, or it's not tradable, or you're not making daily profits, or it's not going up consistently. So Bed Bath & Beyond, I don't think any real traders are holding this. And I think the most likely scenario is that it goes to zero and the shares get canceled out, okay? So just be careful about watching these other guys. I mean, obviously, I've suggested stocks before that went down too, okay? But I tell you if they're high risk. I always tell you, yeah, it's high risk. Okay? But like I said, guys, I'm getting away from a lot of these penny stocks. I am still looking for a winner. But a lot of my account, you know, these penny stocks were slowly bringing me down. So I had to cut them. Because my account was getting down to that $25,000 level. I even had to put my rent money in just to keep going. Now I have to get that rent money back. So I'm going to have to sell that computer or, you know, whatever. Sell a bunch of smaller things. And like I said, I'm going to be doing this hopefully this weekend. And then, I mean, after this video, I'm going to apply. I apply for like 5 jobs a night, guys. I'm going to be applying for more. guy, I'm really screwed. You don't even know. I don't have a car, and the winter is coming. Every time I get on the bike, I'm freezing cold. Like, you don't even know. I'm the kind of person that I hate the cold. I don't know if any of you guys understand that, but like, you know, I only weigh 170 pounds, or 175 or something. I'm really skinny. I just always hated the cold. So I'm entering a period in my life where it's never been this hard. I've never had to struggle this much. But like I said, guys, I'm going to fight all the way, okay? I'll do whatever I have to be successful, not only in my life and in my trading account, but also on YouTube. And I think that's the opinion that you guys should have too. Fight no matter what, no matter how bad it looks, no matter how many people are telling you can't do it. You know, I don't care if your girlfriend just left you, you got nobody, you're in your bed crying. You know, I don't care, guys. You got to fight through it. You have to, because you got to realize you have no other choice. You know, I'm 37 years old. I have no other choice but to fight. Imagine if I go back to freaking drugs and alcohol, you know, and give up everything. You know how close I am right now to success? I'm getting close, I think, okay? Well, you're all going to see, because I'm not going away on here. You're going to be able to follow my life if you want to, and I believe I will become extremely successful in short order, okay? Even if I have to stop day trading, go back to working a full-time job, and then come back to the day trading. I'm still going to be trying to get patrons, still going to try to be looking for that next big penny stock winner. Guys, okay, so the marijuana stocks, you guys know they just had a really great run, but I do believe it's over. I told you guys even a few days ago that I thought this run wasn't going to continue. I said it's not the real run yet because interest rates are way too high. So we see today that I do believe we have a slight confirmation that yes, this run is coming to an end. So we have so a lot of you guys, if you're still holding a lot of these, realize it's very risky. I was talking to one of the patrons yesterday. He's still holding some of these because he believes that there's going to be good news that come out. I don't believe that at all. Okay, I believe even if there is something good, it's just going to wash over. I don't believe that's the real run because the interest rates are too high. They're not able to really run. Even if that news does come out that's good, it's still going to take a long time. And still, these companies are losing tons of money. They need that ability to take on new loans at super good rates, look for new investors. This is not the real run for the MJ stocks. But I do believe that the opportunity is coming to buy. So I wanted to say the MSOS, and Ramiro reminded me of the MJ. These are, I believe these are both ETFs. The MSOS is a cannabis ETF. It's only $8.25. It's coming off of its high. I believe it's coming down, and it's going to continue to go down. And the MJ is down to $3.88 today, and I believe we can buy those. But you want to be careful. I believe the time to buy, you know, you could average in now if you want. I know a lot of you just want in. As soon as you find out about, you know, I just learned about stocks, I can buy marijuana stocks, I'm going to buy them right now. Because I love to smoke pot, you know. That's how a lot of people are, honestly. A lot of people, they'll just buy a stock, they'll buy Toyota just because they like a Toyota, you know. And this is not the right way to invest. Imagine, somebody likes a Jeep Renegade, so they invest in the company Jeep. You know how foolish that is? That's a crap car. Who's going to like a Jeep Renegade anyways? They all have problems. But like, I'm just saying, it's not a smart thing to do. Yeah, Toyota's probably a better company than Jeep, obviously. And they make a better car, yeah. But, you know, you got to be careful with your investments, especially if you're new. You don't want to just start rushing in at any time. You want to study the markets and try to figure out the best time. And look at the macro picture, like what the Federal Reserve is doing and how this is going to play out. And when they're going to lower the rates, providing that risk-on environment. Right now, I believe we have a risk-off environment. So you can see the Dow, the NASDAQ is even struggling now. High Tide, that came down, that was $1.85. I think that's one of the few pot stocks that's up today a little bit. Canopy Growth was down 15%, down to 87 cents. And we were also talking about placing puts on some of these pot stocks. Could you put puts on pot stocks? Yeah, you can. But yeah, they have to fall enough for you to then start to be in the money. Yeah, that's up to you guys. I'm not super great with placing puts. I haven't done it a whole lot. I've made money on calls though, okay? I mean, especially with GNS. I've also lost money on calls because as soon as I found out, ooh, I can buy option calls that I can make this much money and I only have to risk, you know, yeah, I could lose everything that I put in, but I just won't put in a whole lot. And you can make so much. Guys, if you make a bunch of little random trades, yeah, you're going to lose. Most likely, okay? Even if you think you're smart, these market makers, a lot of the time they wouldn't put these options out there. Because if you notice, certain options you can't even buy. Like if you want a $5 strike price that's farther away of something, they don't even offer it. Because you could make money on that one, you know? But yes, you can beat these guys, you know. Obviously, I've made money in calls before. Or you can't necessarily beat them, but you can move with them and do what they're doing. You know, like with Genius Group, we knew the hedge funds wanted it to go up so they could dump stock. We knew that, so we could just go along with them. We got to find the next GNS. I've got my whole team working on it. So, golly, we've got like I mentioned, the crypto down. So we've got Hut mining was down to $2 today. I wanted to break below that $2 level and it just tanks. Hut mining, I want to buy that thing. I want to buy options when that thing hits 50 cents. I'll buy option calls for like a year out, you know. Buy at the bottom and then get these calls as cheap as you can, as far out as you can, and as far out of the money as you can. Because if Bitcoin really does what I think it's going to do, just like if silver really does what I think it's going to do, then these stocks will all go up a lot. So they're going to go up to that high strike price. And even if they don't, you can get them so cheap, pennies on the dollar sometimes. Yeah, so we've got MARA. This is all the way down to $9.29. We do know, though, sometimes after a dip like this with the crypto, it could pop back up a little bit. But it's still a risk if you want to try to trade these, like the crypto mining stocks. It's still a risk. But yes, after a drop, it can pop up a little bit. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we pop up to, you know, if we go up another 300 on Bitcoin and then we go back down on, you know, under 27. But yeah, C3 AI is $26.40, so that's coming down. And then SOUN. I wonder if option calls on this would be good. Because these AI stocks seem to defy the rest of the market sometimes. So I wonder if they could really have another good push. But yeah, Sound, they're actually kind of losing a lot of money. I know Moon Market was really pumping these guys. I got a feeling that Moon Market helped to hype the stock up, and then I bet you maybe he did sell. I don't know. There's no way to know what these people are doing. We do know Moon Market, I do believe he's connected with the insiders. Okay? I do believe he pumps stocks and then afterwards hands them over to the hedge funds to be shorted again. So I do believe that Moon Market does a lot of manipulation and stuff like that. I don't think he's honest. He does claim that he's honest. Like every once in a while he'll say, this one was an advertisement. They paid me. This one was. What about all the other ones, you know? I got a feeling. I just got a feeling something's going on with that situation there. Yeah, a lot of these stocks that these guys are pushing, not only Moon Market but other people, they're pushing for views, you know. I could be pushing penny stocks for views. I know you guys want to see penny stocks and stuff. I know that. I'm not going to push them just for views, okay? Because I think a lot of these penny stocks are going to be hurting. We have to be very selective. I'm trying to pinpoint the right one. But you got to know it's hard because all these, we got to find the right one where the hedge funds, where all parties want it to go up, okay? This stuff takes research. You can't just look at a stock and just know, oh, that one's going to go up. Sometimes you can because the chart patterns repeat and stuff. But so, okay. Now, someone wanted me to talk about Nikola. It's one of the penny EV manufacturers. Guys, all these stocks are really trying to enter their growth phase, and they're struggling to be able to grow at all, and they're trying to enter their growth phase. You know, Nikola it's $1.40. It has a $1.33 billion market cap. 1.33 billion. So that means there's a lot of people that are owners of this. To push that stock price up as high as it is, even though it's low. I do believe that, there's a lot of shares, but this company, they're losing over $700 million a year. And they're only making, I think their last revenue was 50 million, but that was up from basically, they were like nothing. So we don't even know yet if this is a one-off revenue. Maybe some of you do know. Nikola, is the revenue going to continue to grow? In my opinion, we don't even know if it's a one-off. We could see their revenue even decline. Guys, they're losing so much money. Right now, I mean, I think there's too much money into these penny EV stocks. Just because there's so much hype and so many young kids that want to get into it. But look at the interest rates. These companies can't grow right now. No, I don't like Nikola. Okay? I'm serious. These stocks get me fired up when people want to put all their money into this crap. Yeah, these things, they make runs and stuff. But they're not going to fully take off and do their real run like 2021 until they lower those rates. The freaking Federal Reserve, Powell, he's controlling the whole market. They're manipulating these markets with the interest rates. This is not a free market. They should not be able to, oh, we're going to take the interest rates as high as we want or as low as we want, whenever. That's not a free market. That's a manipulated market. That means everything is manipulated because a lot of it's controlled by that. So no, I don't like Nikola, okay? I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I understand where you're coming from. You want to find a penny stock that's going to moon. Okay, I'm just saying I don't like it. But thank you for the question, all right? Really appreciate it. So, also, these penny EV stocks, they got to compete with real companies like Tesla that are making real cars already that have warranties that are backed up by the company, that they're improving year over year over year. You think Elon Musk is going to be slipping up? No. He's gaining more market share. So these companies, these EV companies, they're not really able to grow right now. They're not able to get the funding. Okay? So no, I don't like Nikola right now. If I do like it in the future, I'll probably bring it up. FNGR. Finger. FNGR. $5.10. They do payment rewards plans, mobile phones, devices, payment, re-up your phone plan, whatever, guys. I looked up their website. Their website didn't really seem like that legit. I don't know. I've seen a lot of websites for companies. I didn't really care for their website. Okay, I didn't think it was like, it's not like if you go on Straight Talk. It's a weird kind of thing. Like, it's hard to explain, but it's just a weird kind of thing. I did not like the website. It gave me a bad feeling, I think. And every time the stock goes up to $6.50 approximately, usually, it then goes back down to like $3, $3.50. So, I do think Finger could take a little move here, maybe to the 550, 560 level, but I also do think I don't want to touch this thing with a 10-foot pole, because I think it's highly likely to move back down, especially in this high interest rate environment, especially when there's so much competitions for phone plans and all that crap. Yeah, the revenue, it does look like it's going up. Okay, but yeah, I think they are losing money, negative EBITDA. So, no, I don't want to buy FNGR either. I don't like it. Okay? So you told me about Nikola, you told me about FNGR. Okay, I'm forgetting the other one. I don't have it here. Someone wanted me to talk about another one, but I forgot, guys. But basically, the other one was probably crap too, in my opinion. This is my opinion, I don't want those two companies. And to be honest with you, I don't want a lot of companies right now with the high interest rate environment. I think you're seeing a lot more people too say, you know, we are headed for a recession because of the yield curve. You're seeing a lot of experts, a lot of these supposed TV pumping experts. You don't want to trust them. They'll paint you the false picture that the government, because they're working for the government, you know. You got to watch real deal people like Gregory Mannarino, okay? I shouldn't even be recommending him because I wanted to talk to him in his email. He never even responded. But guys, yeah, Gregory Mannarino. He probably won't get back to you, but he knows what's happening in the government and all that. So guys, I know this was a long video. I haven't been coming out here as much because I'm sick. And yeah, I am kind of, I'm fighting, I'm really fighting. I'm not backing down, guys. I'm going to fight all the way until I become successful. I'm not going back to bad habits like I used to have. I used to do, you know, the stuff that I had over 50 grand, and then I lost it because I was like, I got money, I don't need to work, I can drink and do drugs all day, you know, stuff like that. So that's impossible. I'm not going back to that. I can only go up from here. And I just want you guys to have the same attitude as me. I want everyone who follows me to be excited about making money, but not be jumping in too soon, too much enthusiasm. Because to be honest, I'm telling you the truth, guys. I have like over $20,000 cash in my account right now. Okay? Because yes, the penny stocks were bringing me down, and I am seeing like the recession coming. These markets could take a hit, so I truly am getting into more cash. Okay? Not financial advice, but I think it's a good idea. So either be in cash, gold or silver, or actual, real, high quality companies that have cash, that can weather the storm. Evlv, and the other one on the Patreon. Okay? Yeah. I am very serious about everything I just said today. I know you guys probably think I'm a joke. Some of you guys know I'm serious because I talk to you, but thanks to everyone who keeps us going. 26 Patreon patrons. Pretty insane. I look at some of these other guys though, and they have like 250 patrons at this level. Then they have like 120 at this level. I mean, it'd be amazing if we could get there, guys, if I could ever get there. And I do think it's entirely possible. But now, I gotta go apply for jobs. And get my stocks ready for tomorrow, get my everything ready for tomorrow, start preparing. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to wake up early to trade. I might not even be able to trade. I'm so close to 25K. I'm gonna have to figure this out, guys. Okay? I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna figure this out. Hey guys, I'm talking about John's Gold and Silver here. Thanks to John, I've learned a lot more about my commodities, other ways to diversify my trading portfolio, and I've made a lot of money. Thanks, John.